And we're back. Alright, so yeah. You guys got to see the power of a vampire deck. Or at least one I've made. Granted, I'm not the best deck maker in the world, like, there's no way that's possible. So yeah. You at least get to see it though. So as you can see, I've got Vampire Sorcerer, and then I've got my Vampire Takeover and Vampire Domination. I get my Vampire Kingdom on the field. He's trying to destroy that. I use my Vampire Domination to negate it. I know that it still essentially just gets rid of my Vampire Domination anyway because it's now been used, but... And yeah. Vampire Kingdom ends up increasing the attack points of my Vampire Sorcerer and all my other vampire cards. Actually, I think it's all my zombie cards. Yeah, all my zombie monsters by 500. So, you know, Vampire Baby has just got rid of a twin-headed behemoth and now summons it to my side of the field. When I showed one of my mates this, he was laughing his ass off. He found it so hilarious that a baby just beat a twin-headed behemoth. Just like, alright, I'm gonna just keep rolling with this for a little bit, see what happens. I'm just like, yeah. I can claim that Mash Dragon now at the end of my turn. And he ends up summoning his last one for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what his thought process was there. But I get one of his Mash Dragons. So yeah. This is where I think he had a bit of, I think he had enough of Vampire Baby taking his cards, so he's just like, nah, I'm done with this. But it was funny whilst it happened. I get rid of it with my Vampire Sorcerer and then I use my Vampire Vamp to attack directly. Vampire Vamp is a really nice card if the opponent has things like Blue Eyes White Dragon and stuff. Any sort of like really high level, high attack stat fusion monsters, or just high level, high attack stat monsters in general, Vampire Vamp is perfect for them. So yeah. So he naturally ends up summoning Kaiser Glider. He got rid of my Vampire Hunter for some reason. He didn't go for my Vampire Sorcerer. I can understand not going for Vampire Vamp, because it would have lost, but yeah, I was quite surprised by it. So now, once I summon anything on the field, Vampire Vamp takes it. Takes the monster if it's got higher attack than her. Kaiser Glider did, and yeah. Ended with a nice little bit of payback for the Vampire Baby. Damox is next. Trying to remember. I know I had a battle recently where he tried to keep taking my Vampire Fury, but I didn't work well for him. Ah, no, this was fun. Vampire Kingdom, give me Vampire Sorcerer up front. Just because, you know, 2,000 attack points, it's a nice strong start. He obviously uses his Mystical Space Typhoon. We're just like, great, okay. He's gonna be one of those. I was just gonna try and keep getting rid of me stuff as quickly as possible. And you know what, that's fine. That's what he wants to do. I end up summoning my rank 5 Crimson Knight Vampire Braum. I don't know why I did that. I think I did Vampire Sorcerer a bit too late at that point. It was a bit of a stupid move, but could have saved that to get Vampire Vamp on the field, you know. But it happens, you know. We all make mistakes. I've got Vampire Familiar at the very least, so when that gets destroyed, he ends up using Ring of Destruction on Braum, which is understandable. But Braum has an ability where it just comes back, like, each time. So yeah, Braum just comes back during the standby phase. He ends up using my Shadow Vampire against me, which, I don't know. Understandable, but it's not really gonna do out for him. So yeah, Braum's literally just like a nice freaking shield at this point, always coming back and such. And I set down my Vampire Sorcerer just in case he goes for that, or goes for my Vampire Familiar. Either way, he gets rid of something that allows me to just bring another monster into my hand, or allows me to, you know, summon without tributing out. So yeah, he didn't go for Vampire Braum whatsoever that turn. Which he probably should have. I end up using Zombie World. So I get my Scarlet Scourge out, okay. That allows me to summon my Fraudulent. I honestly thought I went for Vampire Vamp, but I guess not. Because that would have been a good move, I'm not gonna lie. I end up getting another one of my Vampire Sorcerers in just in case things got a bit wrong. Which it did there. But thankfully it only got rid of the 2 that were in attack position. So my defense position monsters were safe, and obviously Vampire Braum just comes back anyway. So I'm not too fussed about that. I do enough just to at least defend me. I don't really bother about the Familiar. That thing can go, I'm not bothered by it. I've got another one anyway. So yeah. Literally, just get rid of the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Uses his Call of the Haunted. Fair. Yeah. Blue Eyes White Dragon. There we go. Again, not bothered about Braum, because he just comes back. So I literally do not have to worry about him. Don't need to worry about my Vampire Familiar either. So obviously Braum comes back. Vampire Familiar. I end up using it to get rid of my Vampire Sorcerer. And I think, yep, this time I use it properly. And I get Vampire Vamp on the field, which allows me to take the Blue Eyes White Dragon. I think this is where I realize he screwed up a bit. Because I now have his Blue Eyes White Dragon attack equipped to my Vampire Vamp. Yeah, I definitely did a few whoopsie daisies. First, do I use my? Oh, I do use my polymerization. So yeah, this is quite fun as well. Because I have, once it's summoned, Dragon Necro, Nether Soul Dragon. It's a nice little fun card, I will admit. Because here's what it can do. Lowers that thing's attack down to 0. I get its attack stat with a token. And Vampire Vamp just finishes off the duel. And then, lastly, this one was last night. I'm surprised I was actually even capable of this one. I'm not gonna lie. I think this one was just before I went to bed. So I'm also surprised I even managed to pull off this win. Because I was tired as hell last night. So I got a decent hand. I just need like a level 4 monster. That's all. Level 4 or level 3 monster. And I get my vampire sorcerer, which is just fantastic. I decided not to like do anything just yet. I summoned my vampire 4 lane, which is the reason why I didn't tribute summon out. Because with Vampire Domain, I'm able to do 2 summons, as long as I pay up 500 life points. But, you know. And this is where I had some fun. So this guy was constantly using Cellar Glare, the Luminous Dragon, to try and, you know, keep using my Vampire Faller, you know, at the very least, just like take it away from me. And okay, that's how you're gonna play things, that's fine. Yeah. So, you know, I then use Vampire Sorcerer to summon, yeah, the Baron. I put Falling, I tribute Falling for Scarlet Scourge to then bring her back. And I then use those two to exceed summon Dampier Vampire Sheridan. Yeah. And then I send that thing to the graveyard. And then bring it onto my side of the field. So I'm just like, yeah. He obviously, you know, does this whole thing of, oh, I'm gonna put it in defense mode and summon another Blue Eyes. I'm just like, that's fine. He doesn't use his Luminous Dragon this time. Instead he uses that. He also uses Reptilian Range. Yeah, Paladin of Falkland. So yeah. So another thing with Vampire Domain, I get life points depending on how much damage the opponent takes. So that's also a nice little fun thing. And then he summons another Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm just like, I'm honestly just like loving it at this point. He's in such a dire situation. I don't think he realizes the case here. I use my Vampire Grace. Vampire Sheridan did its job pretty well as well. I get rid of the Blue Eyes. It's useless now. I was a bit uncertain on how this was going to end up going, I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I'd ever seen Divine Serpent get. But I managed to take it out nonetheless, and I get 3,000 life points back. And he's only got 100 now. So he's in such a dire situation. He ends up summoning this thing. He gets rid of my Vampire Domain. That's fine. Either way this goes, I've won this because mainly just due to Vampire 4 lane. So yeah, this was a beauty. Or at the very least, I thought I did. He then uses his Luminous Dragon to take my 4 lane. And I'm just like, okay, here's my Kunai with Chain. I get both of the effects. And I loved this so much. Just like, okay. I'll just sacrifice 100 life points just to get rid of this bloody dragon. And use Vampire 4 lane to finish him off. It was beautiful. I loved it. I was thinking of just putting salt in the wound by using Vampire Familiar to finish him off. I'm just like, nah. So yeah, that's my like victories with the vampire deck. Yeah, these are the ones I've saved. They have a lot of fun. I've enjoyed using them, and I am looking into making some other decks. You know, for a bit of fun and stuff. So yeah, that is essentially that. I shall see you guys next time I decide to record. I don't know when that will be yet, but I'll try and come up with something at some point. So yeah, bye guys.